Kyoto is one of Japan's most beautiful cities, with a past that is a rich and colorful mosaic of Japanese history. Once the capital, it was the emperor's residence from 794 to 1868. Royalty held court here for over 1,000 years. Though the political capital was moved to Yedo, which is now Tokyo, Kyoto is still considered the cultural capital of Japan. There are about 2,000 temples and shrines in and near Kyoto that have survived the various wars and fires through the centuries. Because of Kyoto's historic significance, the city was spared from bombing during World War II. In westernmost Kyoto, the Arashima district was the favorite destination and getaway for ancient emperors. A place for palatial palaces, expansive temples, and some of the most extraordinary gardens in Japan. Here too, a dense cultivated, for harvest, bamboo forest. Bamboo grows very quickly, sometimes as much as 6 feet a year. It's the fastest growing woody plant in the world. In Asia, a significant economic and cultural resource, not only for gardens, but building material and as a food source. One of the most beautiful gardens and the oldest in the country is here in Japan's largest Zen Buddhist temple.
Well, this temple is called Tenryuji Temple. It means ten means heaven, ryu means dragon. So this temple is heavenly dragon temple, Zen temple, the largest Zen temple in Kyoto in the Rinzai sect of Buddhism. It is a main hall, part of a main hall, and Emperor Go-Daigo, the statue of Emperor Go-Daigo is enshrined here. It was built in 1339 by a shogun, the first shogun of Ashikaga government, second shogunate family. And he was also a gardener. Muso Soseki is his name. So he was a high priest and a gardener and a merchant. And we are going to see his garden, one of the most beautiful gardens in Japan. The garden is original, built in the 14th century, the oldest garden in Japan. And they have a borrowed landscape. If you see high-rise buildings behind the garden, it will spoil the atmosphere. So this is a borrowed landscape. Mountains are borrowed. We call it borrowed landscape.
Though not on many Western tour itineraries, this is an extremely popular area for Japanese. So by late morning, the streets fill right up with Japanese tourists. A mile or so away, in the Zen Sahoji Temple, this moss garden is one of the most famous in all of Asia. Begun in the Muromachi period of Japan's history in the late 1300s, it has flourished ever since, with a major restoration in 1868. There are said to be 22 different kinds of moss here that show most beautifully from May through June. A journey to this part of Kyoto is a simple train ride from downtown and a wonderful chance to get out into the outskirts of the community to experience life at a slightly different pace.